I should definitely not be doing this by myself. This is a lot of work. What's up guys, my name is Andy. In this video, I'm gonna be ruining my hood, likely. What I wanna do is I wanna cut out in the hood here where the scoop would go if this was the correct hood. You know, on my hood here, I've got this scoop, but the previous owner, he just glued it on there and then blended it and then painted the car. And really, it's not that great of a job, but you know, from 10 feet it looks fantastic, I guess. So, but it's not functional. You know, if you notice here that there's no hole here, there's nothing, and it's just a solid hood. It's just a regular hood that they put the scoop on, which is fine. A lot of people do that. If you just want the look, that's okay. I actually would like to have a functional hood scoop, and actually, eventually I'm going to get the proper hood with the proper scoop on it. Eventually I'm actually going to be painting the car, and I would like to also replace this front bumper with that one with the cutout on it, but we'll cover that another day. But for this job, what I want to do is I'm going to just cut a hole in here to allow me to utilize this scoop as if it was really there. I'm not really worried about messing this up because I'm going to get a different hood eventually. So this will just be kind of a fun little project just to see if I can get it to work. So if we take a closer look, you can see down inside here, you know, there's actually a leaf stuck back there, but this is not functional. In fact, the paint, you know, was done after it was added on here. So again, from a distance, it's fine, but actually, you know, if you look at the paint lines, they're not that great either, but that's okay. Again, I'm going to get a different hood. We're going to fix this eventually, but for now, let's just cut it up and see how it's going to come out. So if you were going to do something like this, how would you go about doing it? Well, what I did is I took some measurements of where this scoop is on the hood, and because what I don't want to do is cut, you know, out here or out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut, it's going to be, the hole in the hood is going to be smaller than the footprint here. In fact, quite a bit smaller, because the front of the scoop is actually right about here. And I've got this crossbar in here on the hood bracing that, you know, I can't cut that out. So I'm actually going to cut back in here. So I took some measurements, and if we were looking at the hood, you know, if it was down like that and you're kind of looking at it this way, you got the scoop in the middle, here's the cutouts, you know, right here in the front. And I started to measure, you know, how far back is the scoop from each side, how long is the scoop, and all that kind of stuff. And the scoop tapers a little bit towards the rear. So I just kind of, again, just took some rough measurements of where I'm at, so I know, you know, where the footprint of the exterior of the scoop is, so that I don't cut into that. But on the other side, because I've got all this bracing and everything, where can I cut but still get a big enough hole in the hood, but not too big where I'm cutting into this or cutting into the scoop? So what I did here is, I guess if you imagine, get the hood's up like that and we're looking at it this way, you can see, you know, from the front of the hood back to essentially this, there's a lip right here that I don't want to cut that. I want to be behind that. So I need to be at least 27.5 inches from the front back. And then if the scoop is like, I don't know, 12 inches wide or something like that. So I'm giving myself quite a bit of buffer. So I'm going to make the 10.5 inches wide on the front, 16 inches deep, and then it's going to taper to 10 inches and then 9 inches by the time we get to the back, and it'll kind of round it off and I'll make it look good. But I need to get the hood off the car so that I can measure all this out, mark it up, and get it cut. So let's get the hood off the car. There are lots of ways to take the hood off the car. You should probably have 2 people do it. This thing's pretty heavy. You don't want to scratch things up. If you had a way to secure this, maybe that would work for you. I do a lot of this work by myself. You've probably seen a lot of the videos that maybe don't do things the best way or the right way. There's lots of ways to do stuff. I'm just making this work. So maybe don't follow this 100% because there's probably better ways to do it. So because I'm going to put this hood back on the car before I get around to buying a new one, I'm going to use a little Sharpie marker here and just mark, you know, maybe kind of just a line here and a line on the hood so that I can get the hood back in the same spot as it was when I took it off the car. Some of you guys might not want to put a Sharpie mark on there. There's lots of, you know, maybe you could put a piece of tape to kind of line things up. I just think, and it's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but I've got a Sharpie mark that kind of goes off of the bracket here onto the hood. So when I do line things back up, because this hood is adjustable, and I would like my gaps and stuff to be good when I put it back on, but this will help me get things back in place when I'm ready to put the hood back on the car. All right, now that I got both sides, got Sharpie marks on both sides, I'm gonna put the hood on some, these kind of these, working sawhorse kind of things. Put the hood upside down and just lay it on that. Pro tip, you can use your old bath towels as a kind of a pad here. Do not use your wife's good towels. I promise you that's bad news. And no, Andy did not say use your good towels. Make sure you, when the wife wants to throw away the bath towels and she wants some new ones, grab them, put them in the garage. You always make a great, option for doing stuff like this. So. And because I don't have help, I'm going to use a towel that I'm going to push underneath here so that when I unbolt this and it wants to drop down, it'll be sitting on the towel, not on the paint and chewing that up and chewing up the corners and stuff. So that's one way that'll make it easier for me to do this by myself. All right guys, this hood is a lot heavier than I thought it was. I was able to get it over here, but this really should be a two-man job. I went ahead and put the fasteners back in here just so I don't lose them. I don't want to have to try to find those later on. And what I got is just this thing's, again, straddled on the sawhorses here, and then it's resting on the hood, not on the scoop, so that's good. And it kind of gets me set up so that I can cut this area that I want to cut out. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to get some tape or something. I'm going to mark out the area that I want to cut and get this thing prepped. So we got this area taped off, and it's mostly kind of fits what I had in my drawing here. If you kind of look at the hood, this way. The way this is set up, this is 16 inches deep, 10.5 wide, the 10, then to 9.5 wide as we get towards, because the scoop tapers as it goes towards the back of the hood. This would be by the windshield. And if you look, it's kind of hard to tell, but if you look, I'm going to cut on this side of the line, and if I put my finger here, so you can't really tell, but I'm inside the scoop. There's probably about an inch, at least this far to the edge, maybe a little bit farther to the edge of the scoop on the inside. So I'm going to have quite a bit of a barrier here, or a buffer, so I don't cut up the scoop. But I do need to cut this out, and I'm going to use a drill bit and drill a hole in these four corners, a large drill bit, so that it can kind of nice little rounded edge. And then I'm just going to use a cutoff wheel and just cut down that line, cut that, and cross our fingers that this works out. All right, guys, there's no going back from here, so wish me luck. All right, guys, I think that was a success. We got this out of there. Yeah, you can see that when they were gonna paint it, whatever they were doing here to get the primer and stuff, I guess that was working, but okay. And then we got to get these little pieces out from drilling the holes, and there's that leaf that was in there. Oh, and a bee. That's cool. So fiberglass, and the nice thing is I didn't touch that at all, which is gonna be great. So when I flip it over, the scoop isn't. You're not even gonna tell that the scoop was cut out underneath here. So what I need to do now is I need to go through and I need to clean up this edge and just kind of nice grind. So get these sharp edges off of here. And I need to hit this up with some paint just to protect this bare metal so it doesn't rust. All right, now I'm just going to use some of this Rust-Oleum 2 paint primer. It's just a satin black, just to kind of go with this. Again, I don't care about this hood. I'm going to replace it. So this just, get some paint on the edge, paints this so it doesn't look bad, and then that'll be fine for what we're doing. All right, guys, so that's gonna about do it for this hood. What did we learn today? We learned that Andy doesn't know how to cut the hole out of a hood because I don't think it looks as good as I thought it was gonna look in terms of, the edge and the circles that I cut. And maybe I should have taken some more time with it, but I thought I had a better grip on how I was gonna do this. But that's okay. Again, I don't care about this hood. I'm gonna get rid of it anyways. But we did cut a hole in the hood and it will be functional. Somewhat. Some people say, well, why don't you get like a seal that goes around this? It seals up to the air cleaner on the motor, and I think that's a great idea. You'd have to have a plate underneath the air cleaner that has the seal on it that would match to this, so that's something that maybe I could do down the road. But I'd really rather have the correct hood and then see how that comes out, because I don't know how this layout works with the hoods that actually have the scoop as part of the hood. So anyways, so guys, the next step you'd want to do is put this back on your car. This is something that I really recommend that you have 2 people do. This thing is heavier than it looks, and trying to get everything to line up, it's a lot of work. But I'm not going to be putting this back on the car right now because I have some other plans that I need to do, and it helps if this hood is not there. So I guess we'll leave it at that. Guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I appreciate it because it helps my channel out, and we'll see you in the next one.